Hello, my name is Mary Croughan, and I am the Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor of UC Davis. I want to congratulate all of the participants in this year's UC Davis Science Olympiad for being selected to compete and for your performance today. More generally, I commend you for your commitment to pursuing excellence in science. Speaking as a scientist myself, specifically an epidemiologist, I know the sorts of challenges that you have overcome to get here. You've been challenged intellectually, but also with respect to your creativity, your belief in yourself, your fortitude, and your resilience. And you have prevailed. You should be very proud of what you have accomplished, as should your families, teachers, mentors, and your friends. This brings me to my final expression of appreciation. I want to thank all of the coaches and parents who have guided you through your preparation during this very challenging school year, and the UC Davis students who worked so hard to help you attain this opportunity. Now that the competitions are over and you can begin to reflect on the day's experience, I'd like to share a few thoughts about that thing that has brought us together today, namely science. When we call ourselves scientists, we usually mean that we work within the world of science. That is to say, we focus on studying scientific knowledge, pursuing our own investigations, and often envisioning ways that our discoveries might benefit the world. But on an occasion such as this one, it is appropriate also to affirm the larger meaning of being a scientist. Science is a uniquely powerful way of discovering and telling truths about our physical world, many of which can lead to a better quality of life for individuals, societies, and our planet. But this description hardly does science justice. In our age especially, it is increasingly the source of previously unimaginable, seemingly miraculous advances in a host of areas critical to our well-being and happiness: healthcare, the environment, food, energy, digital technology, to name just a few. Frequently, as in the development of COVID-19 vaccines or counteracting climate change, the stakes and urgency of scientific efforts are very high. But even when there is no practical application in sight, as when, for example, we investigate the physical development of the human species or the birth of galaxies, science is one of the most fruitful ways in which humanity exercises its desire to both know and understand itself and the universe. As you worked through your various events today, you deployed multiple skills that allowed you to successfully compete. This highlights another benefit of science that pertains to your life generally. Studying science helps you develop skills in critical thinking and problem solving, and also an appetite for accurate and clear understanding. All of these are essential to a wide range of careers, leadership positions, and effective participation in a democratic society. Indeed, studying science becomes ever more valuable in a world that every year becomes more dependent on technology and more focused on technological solutions to problems. Science at its best also recognizes the importance of inclusive approaches to knowledge creation. Our world is an astonishingly complex and interdependent whole, one that is constituted by diverse physical, social, and psychological interactions. As a result, solitary efforts utilizing a single disciplinary lens or methodology are often ill-equipped to provide the optimal solutions we seek. This explains why today's cutting-edge scientific investigations and their practical applications depend so much on multidisciplinary and collaborative work. Inclusiveness comes into play in another way as well. Teamwork involving researchers of diverse genders and backgrounds is increasingly the norm, for the simple reason that our individual differences in priorities, perspectives, experiences, and approaches combine to make strong science. Diversity and inclusion can enhance excellence in every scientific field and subfield. In this connection, let me say a few words about this Olympiad's host university. The core mission of UC Davis is to pursue excellence in education, research, and public service for the benefit of California and the world. A key part of this mission is providing true educational opportunity to prospective and current students of all identity groups and backgrounds. This is why we work to promote equitable representation and advancement of all scholars in STEM and continue to build additional resources to enhance our student success as they pursue their STEM studies. This is in part a simple question of fairness. No extraneous qualities of identity or background should stand in the way of any scholar who wishes to participate in STEM. As a STEM student during my own undergraduate years at UC Davis and later in graduate school in my career in public health, I experienced firsthand the unique obstacles that women in STEM had to overcome during that period. I can tell you that they were not trivial, just as I know that the obstacles are not trivial today for women or any other group traditionally underrepresented in STEM. But fortunately, we have come a long way in recent decades in promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion in STEM, but there is much more to do. It remains the responsibility of all of us to lend our support to this critical effort. As I have said, it is a simple matter of fairness, but we need an inclusive STEM community also because the world cannot afford to exclude any talented and motivated individuals from these fields. Our work is too important and too much is at stake in its success for us to not take advantage of the broad array of abilities and qualities that come with a diverse intellectual community. Let me conclude by thanking each of you for your passionate commitment to science. I hope you have enjoyed participating in this year's Olympiad. I wish you the best in all of your future endeavors, scientific and otherwise, and I look forward to your joining us on Friday, January 22nd, for the award ceremony.